Terrifier 3 comes out in October, and there is a lot of excitement for this movie. I'm not surprised because the Terrifier movies definitely rely on shock value, and shock value always gets people excited about a movie because they always want to know what crazy kill is going to happen, especially if we're talking about Terrifier. So I have a lot of thoughts on the Terrifier movies, but I want to watch the trailer first of the third installment of the Terrifier movies, and then I'll kind of tell you my thoughts on the Terrifier films and Art, the shit show. Take it away, Art, you son of a...
You survived the most famous serial killer since Jack the Ripper.
Okay, so not even going any further, it looks like Sienna is going to be back in this one, which is good.
The 5-year anniversary is coming up. I think a lot of people would really like to hear from you after all this time. Want to know what it's like to be in the presence of that kind of evil. What goes through your brain when he's close enough to you and feel his breath. I saw him today.
Who? How can you be sure it was really him?
I could feel it.
Who is this Santa? He's scaring my kid.
Yeah, he's scaring me too.
Hey, Santa's handing out presents!
Why would he come back here? Even if he was alive, which he isn't. Wouldn't you want to get as far away from here as possible, as far away from you?
You both know this isn't over. I have to go back to the Terrifier.
It's still buried there, isn't it?
It might be the only thing that could stop them. Looking forward to the best Christmas ever, filled with fun, smiles, and laughter.
Art's ready for Christmas. Okay. Oh, God. A couple things right off the bat. One, I am pleasantly surprised to see Sienna and her brother will be returning in this third one. Let's just have the cat out of the bag. I don't like the Terrifier films, but the one good thing I think that came from them was the character of Sienna. She's badass. So I'm glad to see that she's going to be back. That's number one. Number two, they mentioned that it's been 5 years, which makes me question where has he been for 5 years. Maybe they'll explain that in this one, but the first one happened, and the first one talked about how incident happened a year before, and then the second film came out and that talked about a year later, so it was always a year later on Halloween. I wonder why they decided to do 5-year and on Christmas. I mean, I assume they decided to do it on Christmas because there's a lot of opportunity here. Guarantee there's going to be a kill with, I don't know, Christmas lights. There's going to be something with the chimney, someone stuck in the chimney, or him coming down the chimney. There's obviously going to be presents, probably body parts and presents for the children. You know, there's a lot you can do with Christmas. But Christmas horrors, to be honest, aren't my favorite. And let me just talk in general about Art, first and foremost. That guy, I hate Art. There was a quote on that trailer that said he's as iconic as Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Michael Myers. No, I'm sorry, I don't think so. I really don't like this character, and it might just be because he's very sadistic, almost too much for me. I know, you guys, boo, Art's awesome, Art's the craziest killer of our generation. Off. don't like Art, and to be honest, I don't really find him all that creepy. I more so find him f***ing annoying. I mean, he's like that pimple that you pop that keeps coming back, and it comes back bigger and bigger and bigger. And also, one thing that really, really frustrates me in a horror film, the villain, the antagonist, or the main killer, it really bugs me when the main killer of the film just cannot die. Oh, I don't know why, it just bugs me so much, because it's like, I keep coming back and back and back, and I know it's to make more money, more sequel, blah, 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 but it's like, if you can't kill the freaking dude, what is the point? And also, I kind of was done with Art after a couple of the scenes. Strike one in the first film, The Terrifier, that kill with the girl upside down, Art, that. Okay, strike two, I think you guys know what's coming. Sienna's very first friend that dies, the scalping, and the many other things that he did. I mean, come on. And then strike three is him basically torturing Sienna's brother, who was 12 years old at the time. Don't like that whole thing, especially with kids, and to find out all the people he's killed, a lot of them, other than like security guards and parents and stuff, are literal children. So one thing people were speculating about this new one is that because it takes place at Christmas time, and Christmas time is a time for children, that Art might go after a kid in this one. And I tell you what, if Art kills or tortures a kid, I'm done forever with this franchise. I just don't like it, and it's a little too much for me. This movie, like I said before, relies on the shock factor, and it's really just gory to be gory. Art really has no purpose. He just kills to kill. There's a time and place for that, but the level at which he kills and what he does is too much for me. I know, again, boo, Lindsay, and if anybody comes at me and says, you don't like horror if you don't like Terrifier, shut the fuck up. Okay, I think anybody would agree that for some people it's a little much. Like, some of these things I actually felt a little sick, and that hardly happens for me, and I do like gore. But I like gore in movies that have a good plot and a storyline, and there's a reason why they show it. I can appreciate the gore and practical effects here, so I appreciate that, but for me, I need a purpose and I need a storyline, and Art doesn't have that for me. The only thing that saves this is Sienna. She does pretty good, but I feel these Terrifier movies, unfortunately, are cash grabs, and they're gonna succeed, but I'm not gonna fall into that trap. Who am I kidding? I'm 100% gonna fall in that trap. I'm definitely gonna see this movie in the theaters, and I'm definitely gonna 100% hate it. You know. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like Art? Let me know your thoughts. And let me know if you think I'm crazy for thinking Art is a show. Thanks for watching, guys.